Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome to a brand new perfect playthrough. And for our 8th game of Christmas, I decided to take on Out of This World for the Sega Genesis. This is a port of the Amiga 500 game of the same name. It is one of the most groundbreaking for its visual storytelling and its amazing graphical design for its day. From the Diary of Lester Night Shaken. I'm using a period of rest to record some information. I'm separated from my companion. We owe each other our lives. I know not how long I have been lost in this maze of underground corridors. I constantly encounter streams that threaten to flood these corridors. Luckily, I've found a weapon that can blast a hole in almost anything I find. I saved my life countless times. Many guards roam these corridors. I must be moving along before... And here's the backstory. And yes, this is a Sega Genesis game doing this. And for the record, this same graphical design was on the Amiga 500 as well. This game was actually developed by one guy. Count one guy over a 2-year span. And is widely regarded as his magnum opus. And the game that he is most known for, it is widely regarded as the greatest game to ever be released on the Amiga 500. One of the most impressive looking games of its era. And what this is called is a cinematic platformer. Good evening, Professor. See, I've driven here in your Ferrari. So, this guy is probably trying to uncover the secrets of how the universe was created, and is trying to run a simulation of how the universe first came to be. But something goes wrong, and instead of pulling a Klaus from Xenoblade Chronicles, or I guess Zanza if you just played the first game, he ends up getting teleported to another planet. It even kind of looks like that giant ring in the Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy. So instead of getting Xenoblading his whole world, he instead gets Stargate meets Back to the Future, I guess. By the way, this game runs at 20 frames per second. So now we're ready to begin, and as you can see, this is a cinematic platform. Now, even though this isn't a licensed game per se, or at least based on a pre-existing license per se, this is definitely a game that would definitely generate a ton of hype for Genesis and Super Nintendo owners. Some parts of this world calls this game Another World. Want to get it out of the way? This game has one-hit kills. So we need to get those little slugs out of the way. And now we've got this massive savage beast. And I need to do leaping jumps so I could get away from this guy and hopefully outgain him. Leaping jumps are faster than just running. Oops. Now, the game doesn't leave markers on how many levels there are, but there are about, I think, around 18 levels. Anywhere from the 14 to 18 level range. This was level 1. Now we're at level 2. And side note, we don't get too many of these cutscenes, I should say. And now we have to swing the cage. And this game is definitely a ton of trial and error. You will, first time playing this, you will die a ton. And if you die, you have to start the level over again from the beginning. He's just speaking in an foreign alien dialect. Otherwise, there's no dialogue in this game. Pick up this gun. And then proceed. Side note, and you want to kill this guard first. Now you just press the fire button once. And then hold it a little bit and you can create barriers. And right now we just want to survive. So I'm just enacting barriers while my little partner in crime opens the doors. And I already out of here. Hold it any further and you can shoot a super shot to blast open barriers. Otherwise, one shot just kills everything. Now we're still level 2, so no worries there. Here's an optional cutscene worth mentioning. Perfect playthrough conditions are basically just beat the game, but I'm gonna view every cutscene possible. This cutscene is missable, so I might as well grab it now. So for that, I don't think there's too much in the way of missable content outside of death sequences, which I don't count. You get unlimited continues, and there's a password system. You gotta time that precisely. You only have a split second to shoot that guy, or else he shoots you and you die. Now we go in this floor. And we need to hold it down all the way. You do have to be careful because you can actually run out of power. To press down. And then up. And now we go down this tunnel, and here begins the start of level 3. Just this room. Make our way through these corridors. Wait for the scene to pass. Anticipating some steam here. Good. And we want to go right. And then left. Right. And now we're at level 4. Go in here. And our blaster is fully charged now. Now, you have to be careful. There is absolutely no indication of how much ammo you have, so you can't be charging these shots like this forever. So take full advantage of this whenever possible, because you don't want to run out of ammo at any point in this game. Alright, here's our partner in crime. Leaping jump. And we have to blast a hole here. Now we're at level 5. We just drop down here. And we have to do a leaping jump because those spikes will kill us. We outrun those boulders, wait for these boulders to fall, and then do the leap jump. And we're just jumping here. This is very tricky platforming, so I'm just going to shoot those tentacle things because the things on the ground and the things in the ceiling can kill you too. Blast a hole here. And that hole will come in handy for later. Try to carefully platform here. Because the things on the ceiling and the things on the floor can kill us. Okay, that was close. We are able to go up the stairs and the boulders won't harm us on the upper enclave. We have to shoot this little baby dragon thing. Won't kill it, but we need it to get eaten by those tentacles. Now we can cross safely across these stalactites. Stalagmites are on the ground, stalactites on the up above. That's close. Now I can go up here. We need to be at the very edge of the screen and blow that thing and make a run for it. Now we've flooded the lower corridors, and all this is going to come in handy in future levels. I think we're about to hit level 6 soon. I think we're there already. Here we are. Looks like our partner can't. We want to watch our partner and make sure he can make it through just fine. Looks like he's stuck down there. Alright, let's see what we can do. We're gonna let this guy kill himself. There. Alright, we are going to line those shots so that matches naps an enemy on the head. Alright. Now we are fully recharged, so we can continue on our merry way. We'll go down that way rather than the stairs. And now we shoot down the chandelier. This will actually free our friend. So I think this is level 7 now. It was either level 7 or level 8. And we have to press a button to kick this guy in the groin, out of the gun, and shoot him before he shoots us. I'm just setting up some barricades because I definitely know we're about to get steamrolled here. This is definitely about attrition because we need to blow up his barrier and then shoot him. Alright, now we can move on. And now we're at level 9, I think? Which is an underwater level. I try to swim through these corridors. Those enemies will not harm us anymore. We need to get some oxygen before we continue on our merry way. Then we go down here, because it's now safe to go down here. We don't have to worry about the stalagmites anymore. Carefully jump over those pits, because they can kill us. And we deactivated the power, so we can move on. Question is, where exactly do we move on to? And by the way, this is also another reason why we need to come down here to unleash the in order to flood these tunnels. As these are the tunnels of levels 5 and 6, I believe. So we could navigate this environment safely, and also why we had to blow a hole in this room here so we could actually swim up to the surface. So now we can move to the right. Now we're at level 10, and it looks like we smashed an enemy. Drop down here. Gotta blow a hole here. Just keep running. Alright, now that we're at the end, we need to knock some barriers. And try to stall these enemies out long enough for our buddy to come rescue us. That's really all I'm doing. I'm not trying to kill these enemies because you don't have to. There we go, we're standing right below. Alright, thanks buddy. So now we're at level 11. And we had to go to the left before going to the right so we could climb up the stairs and enter the background. Now we gotta save our buddy. Alright. Alright, so this is what we have. I have no choice but to wait for this guy to throw us across. And now we jump down here, and unfortunately, we have to save this guy by lowering that platform and creating an extension bridge. But first, we have to kill these guys. Hopefully, he can hang on for an indefinite period of time. Alright, now it's level 12, I believe. Note the stairs for later. So, we just have to chase this guy. Once his hands are up, he will actually assist us. Exchange for cooperation, and now we can head up the stairs. Now, before I blow this, barrier open, there's something we need to do first. First, I want to enact a barrier on my side. Now he will be throwing grenades down here. Once our barrier dissipates, then we'll shoot him. This ensures that those grenades actually dig a big enough hole for us. Alright, that's worked. Go down here, deactivate the power. Now we make our way where the guy blew through grenades, and now we're at level 13. It's pure darkness. And it's just pure darkness. And we actually have to flip the switch before we do anything else. This actually releases some vicious beasts to attack the enemies down below. And now we're in stage 14. Gotta hurry. Because they're just shooting lasers at us. And so long as we keep doing our thing, they will never be able to hit us. Alright. We're now heading to level 15. And this is a bit unique. So... okay. So what we have to do is we have to press these buttons in a specific order, and we have only a limited time to press these buttons. It's very tricky to nail down, so I just press those buttons in that order. The top button and the bottom left button, and then I press these 5 buttons in whatever order that I want. And then the flashing button right there. It took me a while, but alright. Then that launches us. We're off to the final level. And this is literally the final battle of attrition right here. And we just have to worry about killing these guards, and then we can make a run for it. Jesus fucking Christ, they keep coming! Luckily the fourth wall shooters have stormtrooper aim, so we're guaranteed to be safe. Alright, now we can make a run for it. Just keep running. Oh. Instead of letting us fall to our deaths, he just grabs us and... Is our head bloodied? So we just have to keep crawling to the right to hit the switch. But it's not enough to just hit the switch and then the game's won. We have to time it. So time is of the essence here. Alright, now that he's approaching us, now we flip the switch. That incinerates the enemy. Now we can make our way up the elevator. And we have to hurry, because now there are more enemies about to shoot us. Whew. And now we've got this closing cutscene. Yeah, this is definitely an impressive looking game. It is quite a... I know it's really short, but again, look at the graphics in this game. You expect something, a much longer game out of something that looks like this? Back then on the Genesis, much less the Amiga 500. And by one person, no less. Eric Chahi, I believe his name is. Like, one guy made this. It's a short game, yeah, and that's kind of a bummer, but you gotta respect solo developers back in the day, man. That is just nothing short of impressive. So yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, it does run 20 frames per second of all, but I thought it was great, and I'm glad I played it. Oh, anyways, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon, signing out.